scannerradio.org.uk this afternoon. Of course, it is 1 minute past 12. We're going to play you something right now in terms of AI and how it was brought about, and you'll be quite surprised to hear this right now. So we're going to say shout out to all those in tune, and pick up yourselves if you're outside with your headphones on or your earpiece, to take a good listen to this right now. So, yep, let's make sure everything's working good here right now as we feature on the YouTube right now. 12 o'clock, 1 minute past 12. Shout out to all those who will be receiving the links in a short while. Take a listen to this here right now because, of course, it's all about the invention of the tool that everybody uses right now. It's a big thing, and I played it about a few times, and it's like, wow. Of course, the element of surprise is not really a surprise when it was around from a long time, long before. Have you heard of the voice of a man named by David Blackwell? David Blackwell. He was a man who was very, very big in his time. We're going to play that for you right now. I want you to take a listen to this here. Yeah, of course.
Story of artificial intelligence as if it appeared suddenly, as if it fell from the sky sometime after World War II, born fully formed in white rooms filled with humming machines and men in lab coats. They say AI is new. They say it is Western. They say it is silicon, code, and innovation. But the truth is quieter, older, and far more unsettling for the official story. Artificial intelligence did not emerge from nowhere. It emerged from a lineage. And at the center of that lineage are black minds, African minds, whose brilliance was foundational, structural, and deliberately obscured. David Blackwell was not building chatbots or neural networks. He was doing something far more fundamental. He was formalizing the mathematics of decision itself. He was answering the question every intelligence must answer. How does an entity choose when the world is uncertain? How does one act without full knowledge? How does one update truth as new information arrives? Long before machine learning became a phrase, Blackwell was constructing the logic that allows learning to exist. Probability, decision theory, optimal strategy, information quality. These are not accessories to artificial intelligence.
Okay, we're going to play it back again because we already got one side coming out right now. So we're going to go back to the old-time fashion way. Take a listen to this here right now.
They tell the story of artificial intelligence as if it appeared suddenly, as if it fell from the sky sometime after World War II, born fully formed in white rooms filled with humming machines and men in lab coats. They say AI is new. They say it is Western. They say it is silicon, code, and innovation. But the truth is quieter, older, and far more unsettling for the official story. Artificial intelligence did not emerge from nowhere. It emerged from a lineage. And at the center of that lineage are black minds, African minds, whose brilliance was foundational, structural, and deliberately obscured. David Blackwell was not building chatbots or neural networks. He was doing something far more fundamental. He was formalizing the mathematics of decision itself. He was answering the question every intelligence must answer. How does an entity choose when the world is uncertain? How does one act without full knowledge? How does one update truth as new information arrives? Long before machine learning became a phrase, Blackwell was constructing the logic that allows learning to exist. Probability, decision theory, optimal strategy, information quality. These are not accessories to artificial intelligence. They are its skeleton. When an AI evaluates options, when it weighs outcomes, when it decides one action is better than another, given incomplete data, it is walking along paths Blackwell helped clear. His work made it possible for machines to behave rationally under uncertainty. That is not a small contribution. That is the mind of AI itself. And yet, his name is absent from most AI histories, footnoted at best, erased at worst. Not because his work was minor, but because his presence disrupts the mythology of where intelligence is supposed to come from. Gladys Mae West was shaping something equally essential, though in a different dimension. While Blackwell dealt with abstraction, West dealt with reality itself, its curvature, its shape, its measurable form. She helped mathematically model the Earth so precisely that satellites could speak to it. GPS is not simply a convenience. It is spatial intelligence. It is how machines know where they are. Without that knowledge, intelligence cannot act. A self-driving car without location is blind. A drone without coordinates is lost. A global system without mapping collapses into noise. West's mathematics gave the digital world a body. Blackwell gave it a mind. And both were erased from the dominant narrative while their work became invisible infrastructure, used constantly, acknowledged rarely. This pattern is not accidental. It is ancient. Because long before Blackwell formalized decision theory, African systems of intelligence had already been grappling with uncertainty, choice, probability, and optimal action. Ifá is not folklore. It is not superstition. It is a complex, recursive decision system built on binary logic, combinatorics, memory, and pattern recognition. 16 primary signs unfolding into 256 possible states, each associated with narratives, probabilities, ethical constraints, and prescribed actions. This is not mystical in the childish sense. It is mystical in the sense that mathematics once was, sacred because it worked. Ifá does not claim omniscience, it assumes uncertainty. That is key. It does not promise perfect knowledge. It offers structured guidance in an unpredictable world. That is the same problem AI attempts to solve. How do you choose when outcomes are unclear? How do you act without full information? How do you update understanding as new data appears? Blackwell's equations answer these questions formally. Ifá answers them symbolically. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is language. The Lukasa memory boards of Central Africa functioned as external cognition, physical interfaces for encoding vast amounts of historical, social, and procedural knowledge. They were not art objects. They were databases. They were mnemonic architectures that allowed trained users to retrieve layered information non-linearly, guided by touch, symbol, and spatial arrangement. Modern AI researchers call this embodied cognition and external memory systems. Africans were doing it centuries ago, without electricity, without silicon, without needing to justify it to anyone. The Dogon star maps encoded astronomical knowledge that still unsettles modern astrophysics, not because Africans were magically omniscient, but because they observed patiently, preserved knowledge collectively, and transmitted it through symbolic systems that prioritized continuity over spectacle. Intelligence, in these traditions, was not about domination. It was about alignment. Knowing when to act mattered more than acting fast. Knowing where you were in the cycle mattered more than novelty. This is the African epistemology that produced Blackwell and West, not by accident, not as anomalies, but as descendants of a civilizational orientation toward pattern, probability, and place. When Blackwell chose Howard University, he was not retreating from excellence. He was practicing continuity. He was planting advanced mathematics inside a black institution, refusing to let brilliance be siphoned away and rebranded. When West quietly refined equations that now guide billions of people daily, she was not seeking visibility. She was building infrastructure. African intelligence has always favored function over fame. The modern AI industry markets itself as unprecedented, but it is deeply derivative. It borrows African logic while denying African lineage. It uses probability while mocking divination. It builds memory systems while dismissing oral tradition. It worships optimization while pretending African systems were irrational. This contradiction is not ignorance, it is strategy. Because if intelligence is acknowledged as African, then the hierarchy collapses. Then the story changes from catching up to remembering, from innovation to reclamation. Artificial intelligence is not the birth of intelligence. It is the return of questions humanity has always asked. How to choose, how to know, how to act, how to remember. The tragedy is not that Africans were excluded from AI. The tragedy is that on African logic are being trained to rediscover patterns Africans encoded long ago. Algorithms circle back toward wisdom they once dismissed. AI speaks of emergence, recursion, learning, feedback loops, words that echo ideas Africa never abandoned. So when they say AI is the future, understand this clearly. It is also the past resurfacing. It is memory fighting erasure. It is structure reasserting itself beneath myth. They erased the names, but not the work. They buried the lineage, but not the logic. And now the world runs on systems it pretends came from nowhere. But nothing comes from nowhere. Not intelligence, not memory, not us. What makes this moment different is not that machines are becoming intelligent, but that humanity is being forced to confront what it has always misunderstood about intelligence itself. For centuries, intelligence was framed as domination, control over nature, speed over wisdom, extraction over balance. African systems never defined intelligence that way. Intelligence was measured by alignment, timing, memory, and restraint. Knowing when not to act mattered as much as knowing when to act. Knowledge was sacred because it shaped life, not because it dazzled. Artificial intelligence, for all its claims of novelty, is quietly circling back to this older understanding. Its most powerful systems do not succeed through certainty, but through probability. They learn, revise, assign confidence, and adapt. This is not a revolution. It is a return. African epistemologies always treated uncertainty as permanent.
Don't forget, a little later on at the, of course, 163 in Birmingham at the lounge. And we have two ladies in the house a little later on. And this evening on your YouTube, courtesy of Valentino and the crew. Of course, one or two people asking for that clip on the YouTube in terms of the blacks who built AI. Log it in and you'll find it on the YouTube as well. The blacks who built AI. You can see what's been happening throughout those years of science and those people who played a big role in the future of today's technology. It didn't just happen overnight. It was here a long time ago, a long time before you and I. Yeah, man, I tell you, what a song. What a song. SkylineRadio.org.uk. Shouting out to the Skyline team once again. We have an engineers on the block right now going through one or two things, so we'll get it all sorted out, as technology always does sometimes. Even on your mobile phone, when it's not working properly and nothing's moving, it's frozen. You got to start it again and recharge and come again and get it back to how it's supposed to be. A lot of the time, that's how it happens. Recharge or turn off and rebuild or reboost. The reboosting system, those who know computers know what I'm talking about. It's all about the future. And the future we can't hide, we can't dodge. We can sometimes, especially when we're talking about using our credit cards to pay for bills. A lot of us tend to use our cards nowadays. It's very rare that I have a loose change in I don't have no loose change in my pocket. I've got a few notes I keep, but coins, nah. Them 1 pence pieces, them 2 pence pieces, I don't carry them no more. Many of you are walking with your man bag, not your handbag, man bag. Of course, it's a big help still to the pocket. When you got all these things in your pocket, you got your phone in your pocket, you got money in your pocket, you got all kind of stuff in your pocket. It does become a bit of a nuisance. So the other man them in their man bag, it's all about carrying everything in one place, and you know that the weight isn't put down your trousers, pull up your trousers, kind of thing still. But it's a way forward. It's once upon a time you would never see that happening. Man walking around with a bag. But today's society, it's a man bag. We can clarify what it's used for in the proper manner rather than being funny about it. But of course, technology again is a thing that probably your mom and your dad are not too keen on. I know that my mom, she had a mobile phone and she didn't know any of the devices. She said, all I know is to press this one and that one, hello and goodbye, and that's it. And I just have to say, some of them just can't really gravitate the technology that we have today. But I saw you go. So you're cooking your dinner. You're cooking something for dinner. What's for dinner this afternoon, right? I wonder. What's ready for dinner? Well, all right. Going to say shout out to, of course, Valentino, big up herself. I'm going to play a song right now that many of you would sort of, Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just get this sorted out. All right. Okay. See ya. Right. Okay, done. Thank you to my engineer. Enough respect. We're on the YouTube this afternoon, of course, going through our situation of checking one to make sure everything's fine on the YouTube. Stand by for a little later on at 1 o'clock. We go to the man behind the club in Wolverhampton, Litchfield Street. We talk about the bank. We talk to a man called Leon in a short while. Now, for the ladies, in the next, I think it's next month on the 19th of April, we have 2 interviews in one show. 2 interviews in one show. You know, we did 3 once upon a time. That was during COVID time. We did 3 at one time, but we've got 2 next week. Of course, we're going to go for the group from Sheffield, who's going to be at the, of course, the bank soon. And also as well, the lady by the name of course, Kitty Corbin, going to be with us as well in the afternoon at 1 o'clock. All right, so the first one's going to be at 12:15. I'll kind of squeeze them in. And then 1 o'clock, Kitty Corbin going to be with us, of course, on the 19th of April.
On YouTube. Hi, this is Kitty Corbin, a reggae artist, singing love songs for some time. I will be on the Godfather's Keep It Real Sunday show on the 19th of April 2026 at 1 p.m. UK time, talking about my music career and the new album to come on www.skylineradio.org.uk and live on youtube.com. So join me as I tell my musical story. Kitty Corbin said, more love.
Kitty Corbin on the 19th. For many of those who know of her, she will be with me talking about a brand new album. I don't think any of the tracks, probably got one of her for the 19th. Live inside the studio. Don't forget as well, we have, I think it's going to be the 12th. The 12th, we speak to a long-time DJ that's been around us for quite some time. You know, you've got DJs here and everywhere, and sometimes a lot of the DJs are not recognizable in terms of who is behind certain DJ's name. Now, you know me as a Godfather, so many of you know who I am. Many of you have heard of me. We have one here coming up very soon. It's going to be at the bank soon as well. In terms of the Caesars Reunion. That's it. The Caesars Reunion coming up very soon. We're going to talk to the DJ that was in that building at the time, quite a few years ago as well, that is, in the 90s. DJ Deluxe talks to the Godfather on the 12th of April. So we're going to talk to the DJ who was in Caesars, the wine bars, should I say, for the time of Wolverhampton. Every town or city had a favorite wine bar. For us in Wolverhampton, in that time, when everything was kicking, was, of course, Bradigan's, couple others. The bank itself was once upon a time open also for that as well. And also Caesars, Yum Yums, you name them, they're all there. We're going to talk to the DJ who was behind the turntables on vinyls in Caesars on the 12th. We talk to DJ Deluxe. I want you to listen to this track right now. Sounds of Kitty Corbin and her song that probably could be on the new album. Take a listen to this.
1, 2, 3, 4. I am not in love, but I'm open to persuasion. East or west,
Sounds of Kitty Corbin. Now, last year, about for the last, let's say, the last 5 months, I didn't do any interviews or anything at all. I think we did one, and that was with Dennis Brown's daughter. And right now, we're back on schedule. We've got loads of people to talk to, bringing back the life of the entertainment and live interviews here on Godfather's program. Keep it real with the mass. You know, times have changed and we're using different technologies, different styles. And even though you can't see me from the radio, the choice is yours. You can always go onto YouTube and you'll find me. No different from any other radio station I've been watching lately. They have the radio. They also have their TV channel as well. All working together in terms of moving forward with technology right now. So the choice is yours. Gotta say shout out to all the management team. Big up yourself once again. I mean.
So give it up, make love and affection. Sing me another love song, but this time with a little dedication. Sing it, sing it, sing it, sing it. You know that's what I like, lover. Ooh. Once more with the feeling. Sing me another love song, but this time with a little dedication. Sing it, sing it.
Another love song. And I hope that track will be on the album coming out soon. So for the 19th of April next month, Easter time, we have this lady. Pretty looking lady too as well.
Dedication. You know that's what I like, lover.
Oh yo, yeah, yaga yo.
Sound of the voice of man called Mr. Anthony B on this one on a Sunday afternoon, 12:37 here right now. Godfather live inside the music room while the sun is shining bright. You can see from in the studio how the sun's coming through right now.
This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old school. It's so cool. This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old groove. It get me in the right.
And you know this person here singing this one here, Anthony B. Do you know it was the first person I ever interviewed on radio? First person I ever interviewed. And was I shaking? Was I nervous? I said to Dred Lester, who, me? That's Dred Lester said, go on, Godfather, do your thing, man. You don't know it, but you're good. I said, okay, I'll go for it. I did it. Anthony B. Thing called Soulful.
Reggae, reggae, rock to the reggae, reggae. Reggae music. This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old school. It's so cool. This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old groove. It get me in the right mood. Man, I hustle hard just to make a better way. It no matter if a night or if a day. Working hard just to get a little pay. Cause we can't feed pan rock, stone and clay. Nah, just she put a roof over we head. Yeah, and we provide a piece of bread. No people end up homeless and a beg. Cause them only set the system till we dead. That's why them fight the reggae sound. Cause we a chant to burn the system down. So it no matter if you're white, black, if you're brown. Unity man a chant from country to town. This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old school. It's so cool. This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old groove. It get me in the right mood. So make we listen some reggae.
Sound of Anthony B right now. This man here
And Peter Tosh.
has done pretty well throughout the years he started. I'm going to sort of find out some more information about Anthony B when he actually started, because I can't remember the time when that happened here on Skyline Radio, when Anthony B was live in the studio with the Skyline team. And them times, there's no form of technology that we're having here right now. Everything was done by the old school fashion way. Artists were coming from different parts of the world and come to the studio, as they do in any town, have an interview, and they would be in the next room and we'd be talking to them about various things that they're planning to do. And as time changes now, we're having our conversations using AI to the public by using the mobile phone. We'll be having something else different where we can actually have the artists or anybody, community leaders or anybody who wants to talk about any topics. We can do that right now here on the YouTube. Sooner or later, I'm sure you will find the time to get and log in to the YouTube and to see the future of radio.
This music is my soul food, soul food. Yes, it make me feel good, feel good. Give me that old groove, it get me in the right mood.
Yeah, man, soul food. I'm sure you're all making preparations for your dinner a little later on this evening. And, of course, some of you are outside in the garden doing what you're supposed to do. I did some yesterday, and I did it quick as well, because what it was, the grass is kind of tall, and I had to sort of raise. I got one of those raising, lawnmowers. You can raise it so you don't cut it on the lowest, because if you do that, you're going to mess up your lawnmower. So you rise it up so it just skims the top part, and you take time, drop it little by little, and then little later on you'll get your flat surface, your green surface. But it won't happen straight away, because when you're cutting the grass, I've noticed the grass needs to be kind of, dried out and so forth, because it probably is a little bit wet because of all that rain we've been having for the last 2 months. A lot of repairs taking place outside. Your barbecue set and your patio set need washing down and everything else. Spoke to a couple of my friends yesterday, they were doing that. Shout out to you, Keith. Big up yourself, Blackburn. Enough respect. Shout out to Mr. Fix. A little later on, he'll be here. Of course, General Trees was here last week, Sunday, covering for, of course, Mr. Fix. Was it last week, Sunday? It was. I think it was. Yes, it was. And enough respect to General Trees on that as well. Let's just go through this right now, because I got some people sending me texts and all sorts. Enough respect. We did have a short cut, but the engineer's been on the case and put things right on the YouTube. Enough respect. So as we speak, we have our tech team behind us as well. So everything done set. The team's working together, and we're bringing it out for the future. All right. We got to move forward for the future, because that's where it is. So if you're listening to the radio and you hear me talk about the YouTube, you got to understand that it's still conjunction with skylineradio.org.uk. All right. And so I want people to know that you have the choice to do so as well. Join us on YouTube, where we take it a little bit further into the future. That's where we're going right now. Because the more we live, the more we learn. All right. The more them get it, and the more them want it. Is that right? I think that's right. It's nearly 60 minutes before the hours of 1. Let me just run this tune here right now. I did have it in. It won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. It's giving me the X. It's giving me the red flag. So we have to do it a different way. All right. So we can find it right now. Okay. Soul Food. That was the sound of a man called Anthony B this afternoon. Right. All right. So there's more work involved when we do these things. We're going to play one from Egyptian. Wonderful tonight. How wonderful would it be to later on tonight at the 163 Lounge, Erdington, Birmingham. 2 ladies going to be on the bill tonight. It's a ladies' night tonight. So, ladies, if you want to join, of course, the Vinyl Sunday team with Valentino, I'll be on the YouTube. It's going to be it's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, let me get the names of the ladies in a short while. All right, so we can play this one. We can play this one right now. SkylineRadio.org.uk. Yeah, man. Sounds of wonderful tonight, ladies. Has your man ever said to you one particular night how wonderful you look, how sweet you smell as well, and how I tell you, I ain't say no more.
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long, long hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I say yes, you look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady that's walking around with me. And then she asks me, do you feel alright? And I say yes, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head. So I give her the car keys. She helps me to bed, and then I tell her,
Gotta say shout out to all my fans giving me support. Pick up yourself. I know you're concerned. And anytime we have problems, we have our technician standing by to put things right, all right? Once again, thank you very much for your support. Yeah, man.
darling, you were wonderful tonight.
Wonderful tonight. Ladies' night tonight. 163 The Lounge. Wonderful tonight.
Tonight.
2 ladies tonight on the YouTube, my people. Sunday afternoon. Sunday's never the same, I tell you.
You were wonderful tonight.
Many people would say different things about many different things, but I tell you for a fact, it's all good when we do things different sometimes. And you know, when you get something different for the first time, it's difficult to learn how to use it. It's difficult to understand how to use the functions and the new tools. And when we first went on to IT, those courses, many of the elders, I said it before, many of the elders, they were afraid of the computers. Some of them were afraid of the computers, and I've seen some of my friends who are teachers teaching the elders. One particular brother by the name of Mr. McKirby, David McKirby. Now, a long time sound system man from a long time. I know he's well right now, and his family's in tune right now. Shout out to you, Rooster, Tipai, and Beardy, big up on yourself, the McCurdy family. Now, Dave was a man that I saw at the old culture center in Wolverhampton, had a class, and it was on a Thursday, and I sort of went to that class as well a few times to learn how to use computers, because I didn't know how to use. I was using the Apple Mac then. This is all about using PC at the time. and knowing about Windows and so forth. And I still don't understand the Windows thing, but yeah. Anyway, stick to the basics, stick to the buttons that I do know. And he was there to teach the elders how to use the importance of computers. Now, the older generation was wondering, why do I need to know how to use a computer? The situation was this. Back in the days when your mom and dad used to write letters to Jamaica with those red and blue letters and had to send them off, it took a good while before it reached its destination. You know, today is something totally different, isn't it? Totally different, where right now, all you got to do really is just open up your computer and type in what you want to type in, a letter, a few words, and you're off. And it's gone. It's gone to the other side. And the other side would receive your letters or your notes within seconds. That's how quick it was compared to how many days and how many minutes, or I don't know. But it was harder them days. It took a long time, because that time, you know, planes or a boat, a couple of days before your letter reached your destination. But yeah, it's things have changed. Things has changed a lot amongst many of us right now. Some of us are used to the changes. Some of us are still not. But that's the way it goes right now. Let me just find this track I want to play for you right now. Yeah. Okay. Gonna play this track right now. The Godfather special this year right now, courtesy of Good Music and my good team right now. SkylineRadio.org.uk. Don't be surprised when you hear this one. Don't be surprised when you hear this one.
The more them get, Godfather show. Yeah. Godfather show, keep it real. The more them get it is the more them want it. Never satisfied, no matter how it started, knocking loud at the Godfather's door. Still reaching out, always wanting more. The more them get it is the more them want it. No limit line, they always cross it. Keep it real, show, hear the truth and sound. Too much chasing, got them running around. See it every day in the life we live. People take more than they ever give. Start off small, but it builds up fast. Always looking forward, never at the past. Nothing ever seems enough inside, even when success is by their side. Always searching, never still. Always chasing another thrill. The more them get it, the more them want it. Round and round, they can't control it. Godfather watching, calm and wise, seeing through all the disguise. The more them get it is the more them want it. Even when they already got it. Keep it real, show, stand your ground. Don't get lost in what goes around. Some forget where they come from quick. Change their ways, move too slick. Turn their back on what is real. Lose the truth in what they feel. Always trying to reach the top, but never knowing when to stop. More and more is all they see, missing what they used to be. Slow it down, feet on the ground, realness found. Godfather sit back, watching the scene, knowing what's fake and what is clean. Not everything that shines is gold. Some stories better left untold. True strength is knowing when to pause, not getting lost in endless wants. Balance life and keep control. That's how you protect your soul. The more them get it is the more them want it. Endless cycle, never stop it. Knocking loud but don't ignore what really matters at your core. The more them get it is the more them want it. But real ones learn and don't get caught in it. Keep it real, show, take your stand. Live your life with a steady plan. The more them get it is the more I'm wanting. Godfather show, keep it real. Keep it real.
We're going to take a commercial break right now, and then we go to Litchfield Street in Wolverhampton and talk to the man behind the bank in Wolverhampton. We talk to Leon. Stand by. We take a commercial break. Catch you back in 5.
Keep it real.
The #1 online radio station.
Skyline Radio.
Skyline Radio.
Skyline Radio.
Skyline Radio, #1 station.
Real music, 24/7. Skyline.
Skyline Radio.
.org.uk. Pure radio magic.
Glamour Events and New Thousand Promotion presents Big John New Thousand's legendary birthday bash, taking place on Saturday the 28th of March 2026 at Club Makato, 42 to 44 Bridge Street, Warsaw, WS1 1HR. Starts from 11 p.m. until late with your DJs Big John New Thousand, Chicos and DJ LP, Duffy Sounds with special guests from London, Styler G's official tour DJ, Sir DJ Corey, playing everything you can imagine. Admission is £10 for tickets online, it's £15 on the door. So lock the date, Saturday the 28th of March 2028, Club Makato in Warsaw. Big John New Thousand celebrates his birthday bash. You know, the legendary party with special guests from London, Styler G's tour DJ, Sir DJ Corey, as special guest. The Harpin presents the old school rewind 80s, 90s and early 2000s on Saturday the 28th of March 2026, and it's all happening at the Harpin, Warsaw Street, Wolverhampton, WV1 3LP, with music by Tony Crystal, Country Judah, Global and Silver Stone. Now you know the admission is free, so just come support the bar and don't stay far. Starts from 8 p.m. until late. This event is for strictly 18 and overs. So remember, lock the date, Saturday the 28th of March 2026 at the Harpin, Warsaw Street, Wolverhampton, WV1 3LP, and I call Old School Rewind, the 80s, 90s and early 2000s. With your DJs, Tony Crystal, Country Judah, Global and Silver Stone. It's all taking place at the Harpin, Warsaw Street, Wolverhampton.
The Morgan family cordially invites you to Sir Christopher's Memorial Dance as we celebrate the memorial of the big man Sir Christopher on Saturday, the 28th of March 2026 from 10 p.m. till late at the new Parklands Banqueting Suite, Park Road, Birmingham B18 5HE. Here come players on the night. The newly crowned Grandfather Hovis, Wolves Revival Champion, Archie D, and Empress Jackie, daughter of Chris Morgan. All will be spinning tunes on the night. Also spinning tunes on the night will be from Birmingham, Quaker City, Duke Alloy. From London, Sir Coxon. From Bristol, Qualitex. From Leicester, Junior Blues. From outer Wolverhampton, Daddy Skipper, Daddy C, DJ Bullet playing on Quaker City Sound, Gemini Dance Surround Sound, and Now Generation Sound. Also, special guest singer. Make it a date and don't be late. The Memorial Dance, Saturday, 28th of March 2026. Courtesy of the Morgan family. It will be free entry all night.
Ladies and plenty woman, this one are you. GD Promotions presents a night call. Regular back to school again. Bringing love to the ghetto on Saturday the 28th of March 2026 at the Whole School Hall. This is a big one where we have from Wolverhampton our very own Ghetto Downbeat and the full crew. And they welcome from outer Birmingham coming up the M6. The great love injection music featuring King Zuki, Tintin, Need Nut and German. And coming up the M1 all the way from London, we have the Big Bad Wolf, Outer Love Unlimited Sound. Treat the hard way. Admission for this event will be £10 with a free raffle ticket. Doors open from 10 o'clock up until very, very late. That one ya seller. So make sure you come early to avoid disappointment on Saturday the 28th of March 2026 at the Whole School Hall, WV2 3BY. Put on your clothes, we are go home. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at 100.ghetto.
British Reggae, a Windrush Legacy, Past, Present and Future. A one-day national conference, Sunday the 29th of March 2026 at the Bank, 9 Litchfield Street, Wolverhampton, WV1 1EA, from 1:30 to 8:30 p.m. This conference explores the rich heritage, cultural impact and evolving future of British Reggae, tracing its journey from the Windrush generation to the digital era, including free workshops, developing British Reggae as a global brand, sound system, dancehall culture, challenges, barriers and the future, marketing, promotion, funding and the next generation. Hear from pioneer artists, producers and cultural leaders who help build the British Reggae experience. Refreshments and Caribbean food will be on sale all day. Tickets start at £15, available from skiddle.com and wheelerstreetproducts.co.uk. British Reggae, a Windrush Legacy, Past, Present and Future, a one-day national conference, Sunday the 29th of March at the Bank, WV1 1EA.
Money Over Hype Entertainment and Motonet proudly present the White All White Day Brunch, the Life Changes Event Festival and 5th year anniversary celebration on Easter Sunday, April 5th, 2026, with a live performance by Nige Boy. That's right, Nige Boy live in the building.
Sunday, April 5th, Nige Boy live in concert, All White Day Brunch. You don't want to miss the madness. Hear me and make sure you come out now because it's gonna be an event to remember.
Taking place at a luxurious venue in Birmingham, kicking off from 5 p.m. till 12 a.m. but early arrival is a must. Early birds at £30 plus booking fee via eventbrite.com with VIP available. Music by Killer Filler, Andrew Fresh, Hurricane Jermaine, DJ Dio, DJ Capo. Via Team Face and Jaden, hosted by TikTok Boss Jr. and Forever Sasha. And a special appearance from Jamaica Michael Jackson. Easter Sunday, 5th of April 2026 at a luxurious venue in Birmingham. Featuring live and direct Nige Boy. The White All White Day Brunch. Get your tickets now. This event will sell out and I'll see you there.
On Saturday, the 18th of April 2026, history comes back to life. Do you remember the legendary nights at Caesar's Bar? The music, the energy, the moments you still talk about today. Well, it's happening again. Welcome to the Caesars Reunion 2026, taking place at the Bank, 9 Litchfield Street, Wolverhampton, WV1 1EA. This is not just a party. This is a reunion of legends. On the decks, confirmed for the night, Miss L Vibes, DJ Mr. Fix, and DJ Norman Anthony, and making a long-awaited return to Wolverhampton for an exclusive 2-hour set, the original Caesars legend, DJ Deluxe.
Sim Simmer, DJ Deluxe, a sound killer.
One night, one room, one chance to relive an era that defined Wolverhampton nightlife. Doors open 9 p.m. till late with food available until 11 p.m. Tickets are moving fast. Early bird tickets are just £10. Standard tickets £15. Available now from getyourtickets.co.uk. Miss this and you'll hear about it for years. The Caesars Reunion 2026. Be there or be left out.
Bank of Leon and Lioness Promotions presents We've Got a Good Thing Going, an unforgettable night of classic reggae and live performances featuring Ras Fidel and the Chapeltonians Band, performing a full tribute to the legendary Sugar Minott on Saturday the 25th of April 2026 at The Bank, 9 Litchfield Street, Wolverhampton, WV1 2EA. Vinyl specialists on the night:
Gyro Sound System featuring Mr. Leslie Charmer, Major Popular, and Sir Archie D. Live band energy, strictly vinyl selectors, and of course, delicious Caribbean food and sale all night. Doors open 8 p.m. Live band 10 p.m. Doors close 3 a.m. Early bird tickets £10. Standard tickets £15. More on the door. Ticket outlets: Atman Birmingham, Eventbrite, the DJs and musicians.
Truly a night not to be missed.
Love injection, killing this sound with this war. Only played by Love Injection.
It's the UK's #1 sound system, Love Injection's 40th anniversary. Love Injection's 40th anniversary. Starring David Rodigan, Saxon, Bass Odyssey, Silverhawk, plus Countryman, Hedgehog, Big John and Cheshire Cat. Saturday 25th of April at King of Clubs, Hill Street, Birmingham, B5, 4 a.m. from 8 till 4 a.m. Compared by Jacko Melody and First Lady Jenny P. With early juggling from special guests Siffer, Wayne Irie, Sir Coxon, Captain and Country Judah and Wasiffer. Plus complimentary food from 9 till 11 p.m. Early bird tickets $27.50 plus booking fee. Standard £35 plus booking fee. Online from Skiddle and Eventbrite or from Summit Records, Adman, Eternity Archive. Arcadian Centre and Love Injection Birmingham, Country Judo Wolverhampton, and Ultimate Barbers Nottingham. For table packages and info, call or WhatsApp 07956 861 099. Love Injection's 40th anniversary, Saturday 25th of April.
Flowers in the City for those fine floral presentations for family and friends, colleagues and loved ones. 260 Penn Road, Wolverhampton, WD4 4AD, or call 01902 425 815. Also on Instagram and Facebook. Opening times Monday to Friday 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturdays 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Flowers in the City, official sponsors of Skyline Radio, here serving the community and providing the very best in floral presentations and arrangements to you. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, christening, special gatherings, or just want to say I love you. Flowers in the City are here for you.
Maxine Floral Creations is now available at Flowers in the City. Check out Maxine Floral Creations on Instagram or just pop into the store to purchase from a variety of floral styles. Flowers in the City and Maxine Floral Creations. We have flowers for every occasion.
From near and far, from yard to far, when true love is speak, what them call the Dan Dada, the Clash Commander, the media authority, introducing Godfather sound, full of arena, Godfather sound, culture redeemer, Godfather son, interview leader, Godfather son, truth revealer. Welcome to the Godfather. Keep it real show, where the real talk flow and the real vibes grow. No gimmicks, no script for show. When Godfather acts, the whole truth show. There's interviews from near and far, industry giant and rising star. Everybody know exactly who you are when you step on the Keep It Real show. Red Godfather son, again for the nation. Godfather son.
Welcome back after the commercial break, and welcome to all those in tune here right now. Stand by, we're going to go straight for an interview with, of course, from Wolverhampton. We go to the club, the bank itself, and we talk to Leon. Stand by.
Engage. Question sharp like turning page. Wisdom drop the every age. Welcome again to the Godfather. Keep it real sharp. We respect mandatory. True documentary, conversation legendary. Flash arena or interview chair. Godfather presence everywhere. From near and far, them fully aware. Godfather at the start, clear and fair. If you violate, report to the done. If you want spotlight, come step on by. Bring the mic turn on, he ain't gone. Keep it real, show carry on. From start to finish, the name resound. Ground still firm, authority sound. Anywhere culture can be found. Godfather run the ground. Godfather, boom. Godfather. So keep it real show. Keep it real show. Man there and far, everybody know. Everybody know. Godfather at the start. And they keep it real this show.
I tell you. Stand by for show time here right now. We're going to go for the link right now as we talk to the man himself. The man himself, Leon, inside the studio this afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Leon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Well, I'm going to make sure everything is on the right level for your voice. Okay. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you on board here. ScannerRadio.org.uk. Of course, the Keep It Real Sunday show. Leon.
I've been invited.
Yes, you have been invited, and we're happy to have you in the studio. Now, we haven't had a formal chat on a long scale, but we've seen each other. And you've been busy, and I've been busy. We've been hit and miss. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from before we talk about the bank itself.
I'm from Birmingham, born and raised. Local entrepreneur. Obviously, I own a few businesses, including the Hangar, Wolverhampton, Bank, the Leon. I own Leon Security. I own Reaver in Stafford. I own multiple businesses. Multiple businesses around the Midlands. We do a lot of projects, including Community Bank, which is a community venture, which we invite people into the bank and we talk about mentoring. We do entrepreneurship, financial literacy, men's mental health, women's mental health. We do quite a lot of projects around those kind of subjects.
You just mentioned quite a lot of stuff right now. So let's just draw back a bit, because I know you're excited about all the things that you do. All right, and you mentioned about mental health, and you mentioned women as well, etc. So let's take a step back to which is one of the ones that you feel is important in terms of, let's talk about the situation that we're having right now. Is that there's a lot of things happening around the world. Mental health.
Yeah.
Tell us about your project regarding mental health.
Well, I run a mental health circle on a Tuesday. Tuesdays, we are going to move it to a Wednesday daytime. Because a lot of people can't get there on Tuesday night, so we're going to move it to a Wednesday daytime in our new coffee shop we just opened. Mental health is a massive topic going around. People don't really talk about mental health, especially men's mental health, because men are always being told, you know what, shut up, get on with it. I mean, grow a pair, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So now you've got a space, like I've had like some of the biggest, baddest, I've had gangsters, I've had football hooligans talk to me about their mental health and the suffering, and they've come to me one away just having a private conversation and breaking and crying. I'm like, what the hell? And I mean, like, in this current climate with like financial, with a lot of things going on in this country, in the world, people are suffering. COVID proved to us that obviously, when you're locked in a house now, you haven't got certain motivations, multi-skills like cooking. You didn't have a wife, or you didn't have a girlfriend or a partner at home. How to survive on your own. So a lot of people suffered. Being stuck without all your friends around you, not got a social circle around you. A lot of people suffered, and people didn't really get time to talk about it.
So do you find people that are in that, all those things you just mentioned, do you find it basically that people who are on their own don't have anybody around them, or the lack of knowledge to motivate themselves to get involved with other things of the people that we are actually aiming at?
What you'll find is even people with partners still ain't got nobody to talk to. A lot of relationships are broken down. People, like back in the day, it was like you're in the house, you grow a family, that was it. Certain people in families now don't even talk. Men just sit there watching TV, playing computer games. Women are doing their own thing. They're on social media. They're watching their soaps or whatever. There's not a real bond. There's a breakdown in relationships and family life at the moment, what I find. And when you're talking to people, people are suffering. Like, it's like even with my family, the only time I've got a nice dining table, the only time we sit at this dining table is either do work or Christmas Day. That's the only time. When we was growing up after church, you'd come round, have Sunday dinner, all the families around the table. You play Monopoly, play board games with the family. You talk about your problems. You talk about your day, how it's gone.
Right.
We don't really have that no more.
No, you don't. And before the days of Monopoly, before those days, we were using the radio fusion television where you drop your 50 pence in back in them days. Right. You know where I'm coming from.
Before my time.
Well, let's go back before that time. And the family union, togetherness was one of the main things in our house. For dinner, you had to sit round the table together. And on top of it, the TV wasn't on either. You had to turn the TV off as well, regardless of what programs was on as well. You know, and the only time that you can remove yourself from the TV is if you had to, from the dinner table, if you had to go to the toilet. So we're having a family dinner, and we all talk about different things that we've experienced for the week, and try and elevate each other and support each other as a family. And mom and dad would be there. Obviously, them time technology wasn't on that scale as it is today. Do you think that technology has kind of divided families and partners?
1,000%. You've got so many people glued to the TV now. Like back in our day, we had four TV channels.
That's right.
Now you've got thousands. You've got all these computer games that the kids are stuck in front of. Back in our day, we used to have places like youth centres. Where is the youth centres now? Where's all the youth clubs? Where do people go to engage and play games and talk to one another, learn new skills? You know what I mean? And if you do, especially as a black youth, if you do go and meet up with all your friends in the city centre, or you go and meet up, you call the gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get targeted. The police looking at you in a certain way because you're probably maybe dressed a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You might be laughing and joking, and people looking at you like you're being boisterous and you're causing trouble. And before you know it, you're in arguments with other people looking at you, shouting abuse at you.
Well, there again,
you know what I mean?
there again, you got all the technology out on the streets, all those cameras here and there, everywhere, hidden places that you're not aware that cameras are. And sometimes some people look at certain things through the camera as a situation of a problem occurring when it's just the norm that people are going through in terms of everyday ramping and playing as a youngster. And, you know, them are ramping out.
Expressing yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, expressing yourself.
Yeah. So on the mental side of things, you said you have a coffee shop. Now, where's this coffee shop based?
It's at the bank. We actually open on Tuesday.
Okay.
So we have a big grand launch. We do all kind of Caribbean teas, coffees, hot chocolates, matchas. We are opening our juice bar shortly as well. So we have fresh juices being done there as well, like sugarcane, pomegranate, mango, exotic fruits.
Right. So what time does that start from?
We open on Tuesday. Open at 9 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night.
Wow. Wow.
So
and it's basically it's free to come in and participate.
Oh yeah. It's a normal coffee shop. We have daytime music and all that in there. Certain days we have live music in there as well, just playing in the background.
Right.
People can come there, sit down, talk.
Wow.
Do you know what it is? It's like the whole coffee culture is a massive culture, and it has been for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
Where people just come down, sit there, have a nice coffee and chat, or have your meetings there. You can bring your laptops and work from the venue.
Wow.
And socialise, which I think is very, very important. Don't get me wrong, you've got places like Starbucks and Costa where people are rushing before their business and everything else. But what we're trying to create is somewhere where people can come, engage, and communicate with each other.
Do you get a lot of support from the men as well? I know ladies love the tea and coffees and all that. Does men participate?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Some people want to work. Some people don't have offices, so they want to come and just work from a space where they can just get away, or they haven't got like the kids in the house or the technology in the background. They can come there, sit down, relax, and talk to people.
Okay. So anything else in terms of people, in terms of community support, or any community involvement that is at the bank that you keep, other than Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Just a bit
we
more.
are running projects now. So I also run a project called Noir Hub, which is getting young black youth mainly into things that will engage their mindsets. So we do DJ workshops. We're actually done salsa as well. So on a Monday night we have salsa, which is really, really taken off, to be fair. Which is
okay.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing, to be fair. People come learn different Latin dances. Like we do like merengue, we do Cuban salsa, New York salsa, bachata, all different dances. It's done by my big brother from Salsa, England. So he comes up from Oxford and he teaches that, which is really, really good. We have more people in walks of life coming there learning new skills in Wolverhampton.
Of course, there's an avenue of support there. What's on Wednesday? What you do on Wednesdays?
Wednesdays, we don't really do that much on Wednesdays. So people come in there with their community groups. My wife does a lot of work called Folk Flow, her project's called. So she does a lot of well-being. She does sound baths. She does yogas, different things around mental health and well-being.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of the bank itself, how did one get involved with the bank? Because we knew the bank back in the days when it was NatWest Bank. In them days, in the old days. Yeah. I used to.
One of my business colleagues, who we used to run the hangar with, he came across the bank now, invested in anything else. Then I used to just do the security there to start with, and then I was giving him my ideas. We talked, and he invited me to be a part of it. So I jumped in, got involved. We had different kind of ideas. Like he wanted to bring fine dining to the city centre.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't think that's going to work in Wolverhampton City Centre. A lot of venues have closed down in the city centre. A lot of big brands have moved out of Wolverhampton City Centre. A lot of people are not comfortable with Wolverhampton at the moment, how it's the economic situation at the moment.
Well,
so you might find another 2 venues just closed down in the last 2 weeks.
Well, let's talk about Wolverhampton City Centre then, in terms of people not being comfortable in the town. Things have changed over the years, really have changed over the years. Myself, a local man from Wolverhampton, when Wolverhampton was on its top of its game, it was the place to be at one stage. People from different parts of the Midlands would come to Wolverhampton for their nightlife and shopping and all sorts. And two of our main shopping centres had gone, which we thought would never happen. And the likes of Beatties, a main prime area for shoppers, that's just gone. It's gone. I hear that Wolverhampton Council are in the procedure of buying or purchasing the building to fix up the town because it needs fixing, and because of where that building is, it's a prime location for everybody to come in. Then you had the Manor Centre. The Manor Centre has changed such a lot. It frightens me to see what it's like from them days of Woolworths. Now, many of my generation, many of the eldest grandparents would know Woolworths was a main shopping centre for everybody at one point.
Yeah.
Now you've
Woolworths
got...
was a big part of everyone's life all over the
it was.
That is like Christmas time, everyone's in Woolworths.
Everybody's in
CNA,
Woolworths.
A lot of big brands have gone. But it's just about how people shop now.
That's true.
But Wolverhampton is like... I feel like I used to come to Wolverhampton. I used to go to like Amazon. That was really it, really. My cousin used to run an event at, what's it called, Canal Club.
Right.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
So he was involved in there. But Wolverhampton was never really on our radar, apart from Amazon, really. We used to always go Birmingham, Derby. But we heard that Wolverhampton had a nighttime scene, but we never really ventured, even though it's only 17 miles away from Birmingham. We never really ventured up here. But from what I see with the nightlife, it's like my frustration with Wolverhampton is you've got venues in Wolverhampton that they're like sheep. Like if I put on, say, an R&B night with certain Birmingham DJs, then another 3 venues are put on the same DJs around the same time. It's like they don't think for themselves. They've got no vision of what they want to do. Like, and if venues work together, you'd have a nightlife. Now, they're all closing down. Now, people who wouldn't let us into their venues back in the day, people don't really want us into their venues now, are putting on urban events because that's where the money's at, because they can't get a normal clientele in Wolverhampton because the nightlife's dead. It's like a ghost town. It's hard work. So we have to put on events where people come out from out of town into Wolverhampton to get a clientele.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people in Wolverhampton don't really support Wolverhampton. They'd rather come to Birmingham. I mean, like some of the youngsters I used to see going to certain venues, and like I'm looking at how they dress. I'm like, oh my God, this was like Birmingham 20 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels a bit backwards how the mentality is in Wolverhampton. And it's like, we have to re-educate people, full stop, into clubbing. You've got to have a reason to put on your clothes and go out. And if you're going to put on your nice dress, your nice shirt and to go out, you want everyone else to be dressed the same. You don't want to be standing next to a man while you're in your Hugo Boss suit and you got a man in a night track suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
little
people.
Yeah, so little efforts being made by the Wolverhampton mass on a whole. Not everybody's that way though, because obviously those who do dress up, they tend to go out of town for their entertainment. You know what I mean? Because they want to put on their good clothes, be amongst people that, and I'm sure Wolverhampton people would love to have venues like that, as you said.
Yeah.
You know, so you know.
Why would you want to dress up and have to jump on a motorway and go and travel, go into congestion zones or go to different cities just to have a party where you can have a party on your own doorstep?
Well, put it this way, the fashion chain has changed as well. We have to look at the fashion that's out there. You know, back in our days, fashion was fashion. And people would buy quality clothes, etc. Let's stay with Wolverhampton, because we talk about Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton has some great shops. some great tailor shops, some great hat shops, Duns, and some Italian wear.
Distribution.
It was.
That was at the bank. You know what I mean? That was a big designer, Jez Bailey. That was his brand. That's a massive brand. I mean, what he did.
Yeah.
Like, so we used to come up here to go shopping at Diffusion. So you used to have some good designer shops, but certain pieces you wouldn't get in Birmingham.
That's right. And Fusion, I think that, if I'm wrong, started from the early days of Quest back in them days.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can you remember Quest them days back in Broad Street?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I run another event called Back to the Roots. We got one in May.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was like an off-spin 2 quest. And the first one, Majika and Jez were both involved in it. So we bring all the old school ravers. We've had Top Buzz, Mickey Finn, Groove Rider.
Wow.
All the big names come to the hangar. So we got the next one, as I said, and it's like a massive brand. Quest, massive back in the day. That was one of the biggest old school rave events. So
yeah, I remember. I remember that that particular event taking place. I didn't get down there, but I remember it was on, and a lot of people said it was a great night. All the old time Mickey Finn and all them man was there, and etc. Great response.
But
now,
when it comes to raves, the hangar is the venue for. I mean, just the best venue. I'm not being biased because it's my venue. When it comes to raves and fighting sports, there's not a better venue. Like at that Back to the Roots, we had all the late, like back in the days, inflatables. It was a proper rave. Everybody come out to rave. I mean, nearly 2,000 people come to rave.
Wow.
I mean, that's what the city needs. I mean, it needs people from out of town to come into town and spend money in the city. That's the only way you're going to grow as a city. Because no one's coming. Like, obviously, football brings a lot of money into the city.
Of course.
I mean, so without certain things bringing money into the city, how would a city grow?
Right. I don't know if I can say this right now. What does the local authority, Wolverhampton, doing to help that to improve?
I don't want to be controversial, but yeah, the city. Don't get me wrong, Wolverhampton City Council, they're working with us at the moment, and they've been great at the bank. At Hangar, we've had a different experience. Like, they tried to close us down how many times, we had to fight it how many times. They didn't want a big venue in the city. Yeah?
Right.
So we've had loads of big fights. Now they're realising that we're not getting in trouble. Like, we had the thing called Bongos Bingo. It's moved to another venue now. But we was getting like 1,000 people every week coming into the city from Birmingham, West Brom, Wolf, all surrounding areas coming because our Bongos Bingo was the second best bongos in the UK.
Now, stop there. You said bongos. Explain what does that mean to the audience.
Bongos Bingo is like a rave bingo event.
Okay.
Where you get people there, you have the guys on stage dressed up as a woman. I mean, controversial, but they come and they dance there. It's an absolutely amazing experience, if that makes sense, where people are playing bingo, win prizes, raves, they're dancing on the benches. I mean, having a proper rave bingo. I mean, now after offspring of it, we've got things like reggae bingo and different other bingo events now. But that was like the pioneer of bingo. So after you've had the days of like Mecca bingo and all that, now you had like a rave bingo, which is something what wasn't done before.
Right. You got me lost. You got me lost in that one because I've never heard of that before. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just going into look at Bongos Bingo, you'll understand the vibe. It was absolutely mad.
I'll have to make myself available to sort of come down and have a look so the audience can have an idea. I'm just trying to figure out the idea myself, but I can't. But of course, it's working and it's doing pretty well. Now, in terms of the local authority working together, yourself and you're in a main spot, a building that is historic to Wolverhampton, right next to the art gallery. Just in case people don't know where it is, the bank is next to the art gallery.
Number 9 Litchfield Street.
All right, okay. And a lot of people don't know that, but now people are getting used to it. I've noticed you're having a lot of events taking place now where people are coming in from out of town to sort of enjoy themselves, and it's nice to see different people. But again, still need Wolverhampton to support the thing. There's something there for them, but they're not tend to be picking up the umbrella and running with it to say, yeah, this is our town, and we're supporting the venue. What do you think
But
is?
certain organisations are working with us, like the Grand Theatre.
Mhm.
We've partnered with them, so we're doing a lot of big events with them. Tanya from the theatre, she's absolutely amazing.
Right.
So like, I've got a restaurant there as well called Jerk and Sizzles, where we supply the food to the Grand Theatre and all their productions there as well. But a lot of events, what we're doing there, are what people from Wolverhampton should be coming to. Some of them are coming to. We're working with Al Vibes as well, who's another inspirational person from Wolverhampton as well.
Al Vibes,
Well, like,
of course, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we have things like we have jazz first Saturday every month. We work with a guy called Lekan Baba, or Baba Toule. He's a 4 times Grammy Award winning artist who's coming to Wolverhampton. I mean, doing his music in Wolverhampton, which is amazing for the city in itself.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And like that's the first Saturday every month. We have reggae bands. We have R&B bands and soul bands. We have comedy in there. I mean, we're bringing a lot of things I'm not going to say that just the older crowd, but we do get a mature crowd into the bank, which we do in college. We do a lot of cultural things in there as well. We've got a whole program set out for Black History Month as well, which would include some great things, some great talks, seminars, events.
Okay. Okay. That sounds interesting. The people that do come there, of course, they do enjoy themselves, and you've had many bands. Of course, the adverts that we hear on the radio from time to time that people hear themselves as well. It was good to hear them bringing back the legends of legends and people singing the legends in the place as well. Now, like I said, I haven't been to the bank for God knows how long, but the entrance to the building has changed because it used to be on the corner by the alleyway. Now, now where it is now, it used to be the fire exit door at one stage. And how I know that, because I used to be one of the main security guys in the building at that time.
Okay.
So that was a fire exit. That was where people who was causing problems, we kind of put them out from that side without creating any problems. The DJs that used to play there on a Friday and Saturday, it became quite popular. It was a full house all the time. But at the time, things had changed in terms of the development of the youths.
Yeah.
And it was more like, at the time when I was around, it was more of the postcode that was happening at the time. So you got different people from different parts of Wolverhampton. The postcode was in one wine bar, in another wine bar, and another wine bar. And come the end of the night, it became dark. And when I say it became dark, because before it became dark, you have the ordinary person who works in the bank and everywhere else coming for their drinks at a certain time. By 10:30, things change.
Yeah.
It became dark. When I say dark, this is where all the youth them start coming, and start gather around, and you got all the different areas in the bank. And my job at the time was to make sure that these groups maintain a behavior of high standard. There was none of this gang warfare about this and that and who's standing there and there. Because we're having a problem where the youths them, in terms of partners, if you got a partner in one part of the town and the other part of the town, that person couldn't go into the other town because of the fact, or that postcode, because they're from that postcode. So relationships came a bit difficult for partners to get together. And I found that very, very strange because in our days, we had a system where it was sound systems and everybody would get together and go to the dances, etc. We didn't have none of this postcode situation right now. Do you...
Question.
Go ahead.
So with all this postcode war and individuals fighting individuals, who does it benefit?
Nobody.
Okay, so where's it orchestrated from?
It's all about control.
Okay.
You know, if you talk
I
about,
always say a thing called divide and conquer. So the people say the system. Let's call it the system for now.
Mm-hmm.
So when the system says, you know what, the Caribbean don't like Africans, uptown Kingston don't like downtown Kingston, small islands don't like the big islands, Handsworth don't like Aston, Whitmarine don't like Heathtown, and before you know it, you don't have nobody as a unity. Yeah, and this is our problem, because when you divide and divide and divide and divide and divide. You don't have a coalition. Like when you look at world politics, you look at what things that are going on in the world. Like you got China, which is a big outfit, big superpower, and they've teamed up with people like Russia, and like they're gaining forces and making their armies bigger and bigger and bigger. With our community, we make ourselves smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So where do we get a seat at the big table when we don't have nobody, no commodities, nothing, what anybody wants, or you just fight amongst each other, killing each other?
Yeah. And those
so where do people go to understand what's going on in the world? Where do people go to be educated? Because for our community, it's like if you've got a young kid at school, and obviously our people are very talented, and so you go to school, you're very ambitious, put your hands up every 2 minutes, then you get called disruptive, they get kicked out of school, that means you don't get an education, then you go in the system, you can't get a mortgage. So therefore, what I've done, I've controlled you from birth, haven't I? From a young age. So where do people go to get educated? Where do people go? Like when we was growing up, we had Saturday school, Sunday school. It was a village bringing up a community.
Yeah.
One of my fights when I came to Wolverhampton, I said, you know what, I'm going to do something for our people. I had another big organisation. They've come into our city, haven't even come to us, but they want to put on events. We were like, raw. Like, where's the hello, where are your neighbours? Here's a cup of tea. Where was the engagement there? We never had that. We just got a fight straight away.
But I was...
Don't get me wrong, it's all gone now.
Yeah.
But that was the mentality of our people.
I always say, why we always seem to glorify people from out of town doing things, or we could do it ourselves. What's wrong with some of us? As you said, the mentality. They don't tend to want to communicate. And the communication is good to understand how we can move forward. We've had the places like the Arambi Association, and that's been going for such a long time. I don't even know if it's still in operation at this moment in time. But we have another organization, which is the flip side of the ACI, which you are aware of?
Yes, I am indeed.
All right, and they're doing a wonderful job. And they're doing their best to accommodate many of the things that we are going through in terms of mental breakdown and everything else, and they're doing wonders right now. And also in terms of the help sometimes for an emergency. Sometimes we've got the Heritage Centre that does also play a part in the community as well. But again, we can only go so far based on what is out there for us to use and who wants to use it. And
who knows how to get to these people.
Right.
And who knows where to go. And are these people all working together to create an awareness around Wolverhampton?
We shouldn't be having this kind of conversation in terms of we want to push the narrative and the narrative proper, but we have to start from somewhere, because this is a situation where it's becoming a real problem.
You're right.
Seriously.
Everybody's working together to push one goal, and that's to empower our people.
Yeah.
It's not break everybody down or doing little bits and bobs of your own. Unity is strength. Yeah. So we need to be working together. We need to be doing things together. We need to be investing together. We need to be having our own, what, as a community, what do we have? If you want to go and buy your hair products, where'd you go? The Asian guys. If you want to buy certain things, you go to the Chinese people. We need to be growing our own things. We need to be manufacturing our own products. We need to be doing our own. We need to be able to stand on our own. So we need to be encouraging these kind of things. So if you haven't got no commodities, then what have you got to trade with? How do you get a seat at the big table where people take you serious? If you haven't got people going forward to do politics, then how do you get a voice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think certain things from ground roots is being a strong foundation and building from there.
It's a difficult one to discuss in terms of moving forward as much as we would like to. I've known many people back in the days have done a lot of things in the community, and it didn't really material into anything positive. It started good with the intentions, but somehow it just falls on the wayside. But yourself, for yourself, at the start of the conversation, you mentioned a lot of things that you got yourself into. You know what I mean? So you seem to be an what's the word called? A man of many hands and many pies out there.
Yes.
Which is good.
People call me a stereo entrepreneur.
That's the word I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for. The entrepreneur.
I mean, but no man is an island.
That's right.
If that makes sense.
You
so
can
I try and work with people and have the right people around me. I've had great support from certain people in Wolverhampton.
Mm-hmm.
I say Jez Bailey is a great ambassador for that conversation right there. He's helped me so much and we've had certain people who've come out their way to help us. So I have to give maximum respect because I said it's not my city. I love Wolverhampton. I mean, not the football club, but I love Wolverhampton. I mean, because I've grown around it now for like 7 years. I've been involved in the city. And I think it's somewhere where we can grow together. I mean, I want to do great things in there for our people as well.
Right.
So,
okay.
I mean, so that's why I've created the hub for people who can come. They can eat good food.
Right.
They can learn. They can socialise. They can learn new skills.
Right.
Man.
So let me ask you the question. Being an establishment in the city of Wolverhampton, you cater for all nationalities?
Yes, we do. It's all about. Do you know what it is? Our people. Okay, for argument's sake, the restaurant. For argument's sake, we can cook for ourselves, and black people can cook for ourselves. So why would you just do something just based on? We want people to come and explore our culture. So that's what. Right. We had Chinese New Year, so we had some Chinese fused dishes on our menu. I mean, like some of the things, like we've got jerk kebabs. I mean, we infuse our food, so it's authentic food, but we fuse it with other nationalities and everything else. We do events for everybody. We open doors for everybody. You know what I mean? We want people to, like, when you go to Jamaica, it's not just for Jamaicans. You go to other countries to explore, to learn, to appreciate different countries.
Right.
Cultures.
Of course.
So our doors are open to everybody. We do Asian comedy at the venue. We have a lot of networking, which is, I mean, mixed cultures. I mean, a lot of the events we do is like we get like our salsa night. Our salsa night is predominantly white and Asian, as well as our people coming.
Right.
So a lot of the things we're doing, we're getting it, like the whole community's coming out for us.
All right.
So it's the building, don't get me wrong, it's for our people, but it's for everybody at the same time.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. So, of course, as I mentioned before, all the wine bars who have been open before and closed down, many people have a lot of history from those wine bars. Many of them were youngsters at the time. Now they're parents with children, etc. And sometimes reminiscing about the old time is a good part of socialization for many of those who were out and about at that time. Now, where I'm going with this right now is, of course, we have an hotel down the road, Britannia Hotel.
Yeah.
All right. And back in them days, that was the main place for socialization. Basically, it was Friday and Saturday. Again, how I know about that, I was also the doorman down there as well. And we had all different nations coming to Caesars.
Yeah.
You have a Caesars reunion coming up very soon.
Yes, we do.
And you have the main DJ who was in the Caesars from the beginning and playing there as well. We're talking about DJ Deluxe.
Yes.
And while he was at one end of the building entertaining, I was at the other end keeping the door, keeping order with everybody. And you know something? We never had a problem in that place when I was there. I'm just saying I haven't had a problem in there. So it'd be good to see people come to the bank for that reunion, to get together, to see who and what's what, and talk about their upbringing, their life, their style, wherever, what they're doing, etc. A one-off event. What do you think about that event? How should people?
Let's hope it's not a one-off, and we can do it again.
Right.
Where people come out and enjoy themselves. Don't be wrong. Certain people don't really go out every week, so they wouldn't come out every week.
Of course.
Maybe a quarterly event, maybe. I mean, let's not make it a one-time event. You come there, have a good time, and you don't see it again.
Well, I use the word one-off in terms of where you start off one, you can have a next one. All right.
Yeah.
So of course, it's a place where the bank can put their best foot forward, give the people the satisfaction that this is the place to be, and I'm sure you get a great response. So when I use the word for the one time, it is a possibility it can happen again. You never come.
And then the bank is the most luxurious venue in Wolverhampton
At the moment.
for
Yeah.
club. At the moment,
I'm hearing.
We're going to get better and better, and we're
Right.
going to invest more and more money into the venue to make sure. I mean, we're always making it different, and we're always making it more welcoming to people. So we're not going to stop at just having a beautiful venue, number one, because you can never just have the same, be complacent with it. Because if you're going to move into a city, someone has to say, you know what, I like the idea of that venue. I want to make it better and better and better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, you've got to always be competing on the top level. You know what I mean? Same with football. You know what I mean? If you've got a football team, you might be winning. You're going to have people buying players from other countries to make sure they're the winning team. We always want to be the winning team.
True.
Winning mentality.
Yeah. Well, all right. Interesting conversation.
We've got sound system. We've got all the lighting in there. I will say the best security in the Midlands are on the door there. TLG.
Well, it's your security as well, isn't it?
Oh, I'll give that away as well.
I want to say, what I want to say is big shout out to all security in Wolverhampton who had some form of good times in that building, and those who are there present right now as well. The history goes on. There's a lot of history.
They're all welcome.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of history in Wolverhampton. I want to say shout out to Keith as well. Keith Black.
Yeah, man,
he's
big him up. He's the link around here.
He's a man, and we used to have another. We used to have another man a long time ago. Looks a bit like Keith, Oliver Price. He's no longer with us, but he was one of the top dogs in security back in them days. Those are the days of when things was back in them days. I tell you, things was good them days. But we mustn't forget Oliver. But I want to say, Leon, it's been a pleasure because time's gone fast. What time? what time is it? Wow. And it's a pleasure to have you on the platform here on Skyline, which is the most popular radio station in Wolverhampton.
Yeah, big up Skyline, big up all the DJs.
Yeah, man.
The owners, they're as I said again, they've always supported us at the nights at the venue as well.
Yeah.
So big up Skyline Radio.
Wow. So, it's 37 years we've been here.
Whoa, that's amazing.
That's a long time. So you got something that you can always sort of help us to gravitate and pass on the information and details, and I'll be happy to help you push things as well. And no doubt,
yeah, you must come down, have a food at the restaurant as well.
Just about to say that. Of course, I'll keep in contact with you, and I'll give you a call when we need to do something or something's happening down there, and you need it pushing, etc. And we can work together on this side in terms of support. All right.
Look forward to the partnership.
Yeah, man. It can work on this side. We can make it work. So I've got all the guys and dolls who will be basically having events, interviews here on the same platform here as well. The band from Leeds is coming down as well. Also, of course, we have a conversation with Deluxe. Of course, talking about the bank. So there'll be more details about the bank coming soon on the 12th of April. He'll be talking about his experience. He's also used to be part of Skyline as well once upon a time, but we always had a crossover. After I finished my show, he came in, and we used to have some great conversations before I went, but we'll have him soon, the 12th of April. So, Leon, anything you want to say before you go?
Yep. One big, massive thing what we're involved in as well is Simmerdown Festival in Handsworth Park on the 26th of July. We have Taurus Riley, we have Mr. Vegas, and hopefully we're doing a deal to get Beanman and Sanchez up in the Midlands as well. All of them will be passing the bank as well to all my people as well. So I'm the one who's organised that as well. So that's another big thing for Wolverhampton. And there's some major artists coming through. And I will be speaking to Skipper and them to get them on the interviews on the radio as well. So watch out for Skyline Radio interviews as well.
Right. Okay. So, stepping on my toes now, is he? I was just about to say, but yeah, of course we all share because we have different times and different schedules still. So big up Skipper as well. But anything else, we can always participate or work together.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a team. No man's an island, as I said already.
Precisely. One man can't work alone.
All right.
All right. Well, all right. So that sounds good. You mentioned something about a statue. Is that still in the pipeline,
Yeah,
or is
the
that
council, Solomon from the council is working on a project with the Windrush project.
right?
I'm not sure the date of it. I ain't got a date on me. That's
Right.
been another massive thing for Wolverhampton again.
Mm-hmm.
The Windrush project. So big up Solomon from the council on that one as well. So that's something everybody get involved in as well. And hopefully we're going to be engaged with the guys afterwards and getting them to the venue afterwards for food and to talk about history and everything else. So,
Okay.
I mean, there's some big projects what we're doing with the council as well. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind, and when that time does come for the Windrush, we'll let people know what's happening. Obviously,
Awesome.
there's supposed to be some form of a statue coming up in Wolverhampton. I don't know much details about that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And we can let people know what's really happening. The only statue I know in Wolverhampton is that man on a horse. It's been there for a long time. I've noticed most towns have got a man on a horse as well. I don't know who he represents or what he's for, but it seems to be working in different areas. So. But anyway, Leon, I want to say thank you very much for your time this afternoon, and enough love to your staff as well. Keep up the good work. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you for talking. And thank you for the partnership. And let's go forward and move together.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, sir. Manners and respect.
You take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank
God
you very
bless.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right. Little more. All right.
Listen.
I'm massive and crew from yard to foreign, from near and far. Clear the way when authorities step in, introducing the dandada, the microphone father, the class governor, Godfather son, Godfather son, Godfather son, ruler of arena, Godfather son, certified headliner, Godfather son.
Well, there you have it. Sounds a voice. A man called Leon from the nightclub in Wolverhampton, Litchfield Street. The Bank.
From Kingston Street to overseas stage.
Now, of course, we keep you informed of all things happening throughout the bank as well, as he said.
Best interviews from near and far. Everybody know him at the star. Why? When Godfather hold microphone tight, question short, inside right, no small talk, straight spotlight.
I gotta say thank you now to the people who've been, of course, in tune on the radio, on the YouTube. Big up yourself every time. Shouting out to Shaka T, enough love, enough respect, sir. Also shouting out to, of course, Derwin, my brethren, you know what I mean? Manners and respect to yourself.
Say it loud, say it like for the soul.
Once again, shouting out to Keith.
Again for the masses.
Keith Blackburn, big up yourself, sir.
On the run for them.
Shout to Michelle, Pauline.
Who's Clash Arena Army?
Many things happening in the bank to come. We'll keep you informed, all right? Next week, Sunday. Next week, Sunday, the 29th of March, we talk to the champion, the gladiator champion, the revival champion from last week at the Legacy in Birmingham. Many of you know about it. Many of you didn't get a chance to get down there, but we're going to talk to the winner, the champion, Ducko Ranks. It's a DJ I've heard about a long time ago. I love his style, the way he comes over, his music, his style. He's got a lot of style about him as well. Next week, Sunday, here with the Godfather right now.
Godfather son run the ground. From near and far, everyone know Godfather at the star.
Yeah, man, I tell you, scannerradio.org.uk, the sounds of the Godfather sound right now. Well, all right, we're going to play the last. I think we've got time for the last one or two more. But I want to say big shout out to everybody in tune. Shout out to your contributor, big up yourself. Shout out to your mum as well. And all the elders, Mrs. Duncan, big up yourself also as well. And big up Buck. and all the rest of the family. Big up the whole of Wolverhampton, because there's too many people for me to call out right now. Too many of you right now. But if you've been in tune from the hours of 8 o'clock this morning, we had Ken, the Reverend man, in the house up until 11 o'clock, and from now till 11 o'clock till 2, of course, you have me. And then after me is Captain live inside the music room from the hours of 2 till 5. 5 till 2 is, of course, Valentino. He'll tell you more about a little later on tonight, because I know a lot of people sit at home at night time watching, depending on what they're doing. One's in one room and one's in the other room and one's on the phone watching something. Technology takes our minds in different direction. People don't sit together like they used to at home and watch one program and it's something really good. Or someone's on the phone strolling with the earpiece on, doing what they do. But that's the way life is right now. Diversity seems to be happening everywhere. All right, so like I said before, big up Leon from the bank. I hope you got the information as clear as we could. Of course, using the AI system. And, we just like the way things are happening right now, especially for Wolverhampton City. Well, all right, so going to play this one here right now. We talk about Sanchez. We played something from Sanchez last week. We have something to play for the mass based on Sanchez. But also, as Leon mentioned, Sanchez, we have contacts with Sanchez already. So stand by for that. All right, so we can always bring things forward. Like I said, we could work alongside the bank. Not because I'm a DJ. I'm not a DJ. No, I'm not a DJ. I'm a presenter. So as a presenter, we bring things to you in terms of what's happening around your neighborhood and talk to people who are doing different things for Wolverhampton. As the brother says, we do need a little bit of kicking sometimes, Wolverhampton. We need kicking. All right, so going to play this one here. Take a listen to this, galaradio.org.uk. I think it's going to be my last one. It is? So I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for taking time to join us today. Next week, I'm going to be wearing the new shirt from Get A Downbeat. It looks good. So don't forget, Get A Downbeat next week at the old school. This weekend, come in. I am in. And also to come as well, we have a special guest as well for the month of April. May have to stretch that a bit to May, maybe May. I'll let you know more next week. Once again, thanks again to Leon. Thank you for that, brother. Okay. Let's see what he sent me. All right, okay. Back to Roots coming up very soon as well. I'll let you know more about that as well as time goes on. Well, all right. Stand by for the last one for me. God bless. Take care.
Just let it be me. Just let it be me.
Sounds of Sly and Robin alongside Sanchez. I tell you.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you. And so I beg you.
Let it be. Let it be me.
Just let it be me. Don't ever change for someone if we must cling to someone.
It's the last one for me. Gotta say thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Catch you again next week, Sunday. We have something else for the mass and that interview as well. Until that time, God bless, take care, and enjoy the rest of the wonderful weather outside we're having here right now. Stand by for the Big Black Captain, skylineradio.org.uk to the world.
Skyline Radio gives you the action, makes you feel like Skyline Radio exploding in your radio.